What's up, everybody? It is your girl, Jab Queen Boxer, and we are back for yet another one. So, in this video, we are going to break down Clarissa Shields' interview with Angela Yee. I know, Jab Queen, why the hell are we covering Clarissa Shields? Well, actually, she has a fight coming up July 26th versus Lainey Daniels. It's set to take place at Little Caesars Arena in Detroit, Michigan. In this interview, Clarissa discusses an array of things, right? I'm not going to get into her whole relationship thing because I feel like that doesn't really have anything to do with boxing. And I don't really like that messy shit, you know? She actually discusses, though, fighting one of the girls off baddies and then possibly signing them. I don't know. She goes over the MVP promotions issue that she has with Jake Paul and that whole drama, and then about dressing girly, and then the infamous uh, being the Beyonce of boxing. So let's get into it.
And you mentioned Times Square. I'm just gonna be very, very brief. I'm happy that Rolly kicked Ryan Garcia ass for the reason that I said. Devin Haney did a good job against Jose Ramirez, but I wanted more out of him.
Mhm.
But I was happy to see him back inside the ring because he's a
Right.
hell of a fighter.
Yeah.
He is the dream to me, and I think that he just got to get a little bit more aggression because I think he could have done more damage to Jose Ramirez. But Jose Ramirez, he couldn't cut the ring off. He couldn't catch Devin. But it was like, to me, how slow he was. I think that Devin should have pieced him up some more. And then we got Teofimo, who did better than what I thought. But what I thought he would do. But I know. But that was, to me, that was the most exciting fight on the card.
Okay.
I would want to also fight against Michaela Mayer. Not because I dislike Michaela.
That's your girl, right? Y'all cool?
Listen, that's my sister for life. But in somewhere in her brain, she thinks she can beat me, which I think is like, you think that. I don't want to show you that you can't. And then we can go back to being best friends again and being my sister. But I just got to put hands on her. That's all. And then, listen.
What?
Even though I don't like them. I don't like MVP. I don't like none of them. I'm gonna be honest with
But
Yeah.
But they do got some girls who I would love to fight against. They got a big fight with Shadesha Green versus Savannah Marshall. Even though I beat Savannah Marshall, I did want to fight Savannah Marshall in America, in Detroit, to be honest with you. Either in Detroit or Las Vegas at T-Mobile. But I do want to have a rematch against her.
I like that.
And I want to fight against the winner of those two girls. I don't listen.
you think she's gonna win?
Green. She from Patterson. I got a lot of love for Jersey and Patterson and whatever. But it's like, man, stop. She ain't like that for real. She was like that in the amateurs, but I don't know what happened when she turned pro.
So for the most part, the first half of what she said, I kind of agree with about the Fatal Fury card. Now, about her and versus these other women, I mean, let's be honest, she doesn't really have a lot of competition out here to compare herself to, which is why I'm assuming she coined herself the quotes. But now, here's when she started losing me. So listen to this.
Dang, Jake. Listen, I said that out of the respect for Uncle Mike Tyson and all that he do. Listen, Jake Paul cannot beat me in a boxing match. I stand on that. I really wish he was just him and MVP got so much against me. Him, Amanda, Alicia, all them hating ass girls. I wish Jake Paul would just get in the ring with me. All you gotta do, I promise you, I get in there. He want to put on a headgear. I'll put on a headgear. We can wear 14, 12 ounce, 10 ounce gloves. I'm telling you, Jake probably mad as hell.
You see? You see what I'm saying? It be shit like that, yo. And I really do legit be trying to like this girl. I be looking for reasons to like her because, she is an African American woman. She has a ton of accolades. Who wouldn't want their child, you know what I'm saying, to look up to somebody like that? And then she says bogus ass shit like that. Like, Clarissa, I get it. You are the quote, you know what I'm saying, coined by yourself. You know what I'm saying? Greatest woman of all time. Fine, we'll go with that just for the sake of argument. What the hell makes you think you could beat Jake Paul? Shit. What the hell made you think you could beat Keith Thurman? Like, these are men at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even respect Jake Paul as a boxer, but that's a man, a 200 plus pound man. He will whoop your ass, girl. I don't know what you be thinking, saying some of the things that you be saying, but you gotta stop this shit. And then she just really jumped out her body off the damn plane.
I'm the Beyonce of boxing.
Now, I want to clarify a few things. So for one, I have no problem with a confident woman, right? Um, as long as your clothes fit, then dress how you want. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's when they're too tight or maybe you're too big for something that, then people start to look and, you may need to reevaluate, what you have on or maybe the size of the item you have on. Right. Either way, do what you want when it comes to your dressing. You the one that gotta wear the shit, not me. That's how I feel about that. Um, as far as the situation with Jake Paul, she did mention that he wanted her to fight on an undercard. She was nobody's, co-main event, especially when she's, I'm assuming, getting more to fight, what's her name? Laney, than she would be to fight on Jake Paul's undercard. Somehow I don't believe that, but hey, she said it. We have no way of proving otherwise. So until we do, it's true, But I'm looking at it more or less in the light of exposure, because your fight in Detroit, Michigan, is not going to have nearly as many eyes on it as would have been on an MVP promotion card, and he has a deal, if I'm not mistaken, exclusively with Netflix. Um, so there's that, right? And I get it. If you feel disrespected by Jake Paul in any way, then, obviously, the money isn't, going to work out no matter what amount if you feel disrespected for some people. Now, I'm not sure if he intentionally disrespected you, but knowing Jake Paul and the character that he has displayed, I think it's a safe bet to say that he did. Um, Nevertheless, I just don't want you overlooking opportunities. And we see your accolades, we see you, and we understand that you can do it on your own. However, if you are being offered an opportunity to showcase your skills on a higher level with more light, then why not take it, even if it is for less money? On an undercard, because if I'm being honest, I've never heard of your opponent. So maybe it's not main card event worthy. However, I guess July 26th, we shall see. Just moving forward, though, I would really appreciate if you didn't say things like the Beyonce of boxing. It just doesn't make you look good. Mm-mm. But nevertheless, I'm out. Y'all know what to do. Catch me on a panel.